What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. I'm back with another video. I literally just ended the last video of me rating the Super Duke. Okay, Z. This thing sounds like a gunshot. If this was straight pipe and it's super loud, it would sound insane. Today is a sad video. This is probably the last clip of me riding the Super Duke for you guys. I talked about it a little bit in the last video. I knew where this was going, obviously. But the last video was me rating this bike because I did want to do the rating review on it, since it's a series that I started. If you guys missed it out, I rate all these bikes in a 1 out of 10 in like comfort, speed, technology, like all different aspects, and then give it a final score out of 100 and see where it ranks up with all of my bikes and even you guys' bikes if you guys want me to review your bikes. Today is the day where we're gonna have to say goodbye to the KTM Super Duke. Oh, that's a beautiful ZX-10R. And the GTR is right here as well. Where did Steve go with my plaid? I probably went to the front. But yes, we are here at Molly Motorsports because it's a sad day. We're dropping the Super Duke off to get sold. As you guys saw from the title and thumbnail, this is going to be it for the Super Duke on the channel. I know my energy is low because I am a little bit bummed, but I will explain to you guys what's going to happen and all that. Long story short, I talked about it a little bit in previous videos and stuff like that. As much as I love this bike and it's fun to ride, and I put all this like carbon fiber and tons of parts. I can't even count how many parts. You know, we got the Rizoma Steels, we got lever guards, levers, the SC project that sounds amazing, as you guys heard. How you doing, bro? Good, good. I'm saying my farewell. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's sad. It's sad. I cry with her, you know, have my last moments. It's okay, it's okay. We'll keep her some company here and all. It's pretty sad. This is the first time I saw like one of my like collection bikes. So yeah, a little teaser for you guys. This is not gonna be the only bike that's gonna be bye-bye, but yeah, it's sad. Definitely makes me sad. Dude, it's so much fun to ride, especially on a day like this. Huh?
We're in a similar situation. We bought an M3 from a customer. He never sells cars out of his collection. And we were just getting one of these on consignment. It's an F80 widebody.
This is why I looked at him. I know his face is gonna be like,
A molded widebody too. So.
That's insane.
You and this guy are in the same boat in terms of selling off.
Yeah, I think his is a little bit worse than mine, I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't want to sell this.
Yeah.
How much is he asking for it?
This one's gonna be priced at $88,000. A little over 18,000 miles. It's full build. Internal, pretty much anything that you want to do done to it is completed. You know.
That is so sick.
Yeah, fully 85 build.
It's so clean. Bro, this is such a clean car. I'm not a BMW fan in general besides the bikes, but this is sick.
Yeah,
this is sick. I can't say nothing about this. This is beautiful.
Pure stage 2 turbos.
Bruh.
85 here, let me pop it.
This is so... Steve? Not gonna lie, this is mint. This is so clean.
Dude.
Yeah.
Goddamn, dude.
Bro, literally, keep it for yourself. Trade yours.
Yeah, I'll get rid of the Raptor.
What a clean build. As I said, I'm not a BMW guy, but this is so sick. The molded wide... Oh my god. This dude knows what's up.
See, look at the door too. Look how good that
Bro. Bro.
You don't see like good work like that.
Nah.
Dude, congrats on your new car.
Thank you, man.
That's insane.
Yeah.
What new car? Oh, I was like, did I miss the memo?
Oh, okay.
We're gonna talk a little bit about getting rid of the Super Duke and possibly future plans, and not too many spoilers because there's a lot of plans in play. You don't even know about it, so I'll tell you a little bit more about them. You know about one of the plans. I'm definitely bummed that I'm getting rid of this with all the work I've done to it and all. Sometimes in life you gotta make hard decisions so you can move up. As I said, like, this is the longest we've done in the channel without getting a new bike. Usually I used to get bikes within like 3 to 4 months, which sounds pretty crazy, but that's how it has been for like 2 years. But ever since the H2R, which I understand, you know, the H2R is the apex of the dream collection, it's my all-time favorite bike. So after that, we got that bike in like June, so it's been like 8 months since we got a bike. So we're due for like 2 bikes technically. So that's why we might be selling 1 or 2 bikes and getting 1 or 2 bikes back in the collection, because as I said, my garage is full. I have 9 bikes in a 1-car garage. I can't really move. I wanted to move this year to get a bigger place, a bigger garage, but my lease isn't up for a full year. So we got to make some different moves. We got to sell some bikes, get other bikes, and just make different moves. As you guys saw, I made a video about this. This was definitely a serious option. We're still going to do a test drive on this thing when it's all cleaned up and ready. The only issue with this, as I said previously, that it's slightly high miles. Even though I'm going to build it, I would want, since this is like my childhood dream car, I would want it to be like as perfect as possible. 45k miles is definitely a little higher for my liking if I'm buying like my, you know, all-time like childhood dream car, because it'll be like a forever car for me. So that's why I'm like 50-50 about this, but we're still gonna do a test drive. We're still gonna consider it, but we made a little video about it for now. This is the last time you guys are gonna see this through an action camera, and now we're gonna do a little vlog, talk a little bit more about it, why I'm selling this and all that, and yeah, tell you guys future plans. All right, guys, this is the farewell, the continuing of that. We decided to do like half vlog, half moto vlog. You know, the last few clips of me riding the Super Duke. It's sad. I put a lot of money and effort into it. I bought this bike and literally through KTM, I bought a ton of carbon. If you guys don't know, like all the carbon is through KTM themselves, which is kind of cool that they make that. But we're selling it for a few reasons. First reason that I talked about in the helmet is obviously to clear up some room for bigger and better things. But also at the same time, as I talked about in the last video when I did the rating of this bike, to rank it between all bikes, because it's like a little thing that I'm doing as a series. This bike is definitely not necessarily my style. As I said, this is like a bike that if you're doing wheelies, if you're a hooligan, if you want to like rip it around in the canyons and all that, it's an amazing bike. It's so much fun. It's great. But to me, I feel like it's not exotic enough to fit in the collection. It is my cheapest bike at the end of the day. I got it to be kind of like the daily and all that, but that was the main purpose. It's a daily. If like my friends wanted to ride it, Steve has been riding it the past couple of times. This bike is gonna be listed for sale at Molly Motorsports. I'm selling it for a crazy deal, to be honest. This bike literally has, let's take a look at the mileage. Oh, I'm gonna miss this screen. Let's do this one more time. I like that. Okay, go up. Gives you an amazing MPG, so that's great. But literally 1,200 miles on this thing. It's pretty much brand new. It's a 22 or a 23 model. Got it brand new. You guys saw I got it from the dealership. This bike out the door is usually around like 25. I put at least probably like $5,000 into it, so it's probably a $30,000 bike. It's okay. You guys can come through. It's okay. It's a party over here. It's at least a $30,000 bike, but I'm gonna be selling it for 20 just because it's a good deal for someone. So if you guys want to get this bike for $20,000, it's at Molly Motorsports. I'm the one that's going to lose about $10,000 on this thing, if not more. It's an amazing bike. It just, when I open my garage and I look at all my bikes, this is not necessarily a bike that is my first option, I want to say. I feel like when I look at the garage and I'm like, okay, I need a daily, I'm never really using like a bike as a daily. I don't have a place to commute to. It's mainly for content. And yeah, a lot of you guys, this is the bike that I got because most of you guys voted for. This went against Suzuki. I think I put that in a poll on Instagram. This one against like a leader bike, Gixxer 1000, and also against the Busa, and also the Triumph Speed Triple Double R. And you guys demolished the ratings and everyone voted for this. So I got this bike and everything, but at the end of the day, the mass of people don't really want to see this, especially because it's not the style of content that I make. You know, I mean, I don't think I've ever taken it to a meet besides the meet that I hosted. I don't know what to say about it, man. This is sad. This is the first time I sell like one of my actual like collection bikes, because before that I had an 1199. I've had like multiple bikes, but they were never part of the collection. Ever since I did YouTube, all of these bikes were like part of the collection. I want the best bike from every brand. Sadly, I don't have room in the garage for that, which I didn't think about previously, but hopefully we're gonna backtrack. So we're gonna be selling some bikes, not only this one. This is a video for this one, but it's gonna be more than just this one. It's very sad to me, man, and it's happening today too. I have to film like 4 videos today for you guys, because we might be also buying a bike today. So stay tuned, subscribe, like, please. But yeah, this is, I don't know, farewell. It's hard to say goodbyes, man. I don't know what else to say, but maybe in the future we might do the Super Duke 1390. I don't really know yet, but like that's an option in the future if, let's say, I do miss this bike a lot and we, you know, moving forward and all that, I do want another KTM on the channel. We'll see, but definitely, hopefully they make another RC8, because that would be perfect for me. I want a KTM, a twin, a super sport bike or super bike. I think that would be really sick, even though this bike was definitely a blast to ride. I enjoyed this last ride with it, and that's why I'm like kind of sad about it. I'm like, it's so like relaxed and fun, and it gets going. Just, it's a great bike. A lot of big moves because we hit that million. So thank you again for everyone for the millionth time. But we hit a million, and now we got to make some bigger moves. So that's kind of what we're doing, trying new stuff. And I hope that you guys will enjoy all the stuff that we're going to end up doing coming very soon to you guys on the channel. I don't want to expose too much. And I did talk about in the last video, like the exhaust. If I did straight pipe this thing, it would be a lot harder to sell because this thing would sound insane with that twin engine, and it already sounds this good. I'm gonna give it a few revs for the heck of it. The farewell revs. Sorry, guys. Yeah. For just a slip-on, this thing sounds absolutely insane. Like, imagine if I decat this massive, I don't know if you guys can see it, but look how big this thing is. It's huge. We wanted to get a custom system because all the full systems still have like some sort of resonator. We wanted to straight pipe in and all that, but then this bike is dyno tuned with this system. So if I did that, I would have to retune it. I wasn't sure about the future of this thing. Also, making a custom exhaust is pricey because, you know, you don't just buy it, you have to make it custom for it. And that's why I was like, if I did get that exhaust, it would definitely be a lot harder to sell. So yeah, bummer, the clear clutch and all that. Just everything I look at, I put, there's so many little things here and there that I'm just gonna add that it's gone and miss with this bike. But again, as you said, moving on to bigger, better things. So that was the last rev of this bike. And she is gonna be listed here at Molly Motorsports for sale. Now, let's take a look at some of the other stuff that they have here. This was a complete surprise right here. I know. Goodbye. It's sad, especially with all the carbon. And look at all the orange details that I put on it right here, just to make it look so pretty. And I really love that blue. That's one of the like main things that I wanted to get this bike for. I think this blue is so unique and pretty, and it goes so well with the orange. So KTM, you did well. You did well with this bike. But in the future, please include the quick shifter and all that. It's already in it. Just sell the bike for an extra grand and just include it instead of like selling it for less and be like, oh, you have to pay extra for that, and me having to go back to the dealership and to do all that. Doesn't make sense. Look at this thing. This was unplanned at all. I saw this thing. I've talked about it a lot on the channel. 2017 ZX-10R. If I get a track bike, this would be it, because I love the white. I love white in general. Like all my cars have been white. So a white ZX-10R on the channel would definitely go hard, especially making it as my track bike. I think that would be really sick. Again, it's not what we came here for, but I saw this and I was like, oh, it's right here. It's a little high miles, but I think if I'm doing a track bike, that's not bad. It has 12,000 miles, but it's only selling for 14K. That's actually not a bad deal. I would never consider anything over 10,000 miles personally, because I'm gonna keep it as a channel bike, as a collector bike. But because I am thinking about a track bike, I think a high mileage bike is not the end of the world, because I don't know, the bike is probably gonna get messed up as a track bike anyway. So full race fairing and all that. So I don't know, what do you guys think? I just absolutely love these wheels. I think honestly I've met this guy like a very long time ago, but look at these champagne, like I don't even know what, like a chrome champagne magnesium wheels. Those are gorgeous. Let me know in the comments below, what do you guys think? Should we do this as a track bike? They have a lot of options. We'll just do a little mini walk around, and we'll tell you guys the next video that we're filming. right after this because we are here to buy a bike. So let's do a little walk around before we end this video and do one last goodbye for the Super Duke. Just because I want you guys to comment and let me know in the comments down below which bike, it's somewhere around here. So which bike do you guys think we're getting next on the channel? So let me know in the comments down below. Is it gonna be a V4? Is it gonna be another V4, an HP4? Let me know in the comments down below. That's the bike that we're getting next and you guys are gonna see in the next video. So make sure you like and subscribe. GTR is for later. That's still an option, but as I said, we're making a few moves. It's not one thing. I'm not just selling the Super Duke to get another bike and that's it. That's why we're also selling another bike, which I'm gonna be making a video about it also later. So it's a long day. Let's come back here and say our last farewell in the channel. This is the first time, as I said, selling a bike from my collection. So I don't know, this is goodbyes, man. RIP to the Super Duke. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Say goodbye to the Super Duke in the comments. And yeah, it's definitely gonna be missed. It's gonna be here for sale, as I said, at Molly Motorsports. So if you're interested, check it out. And yeah, I can't believe I'm making this the first goodbye from a collection bike. And I haven't had it this long. I got it before my H2R, so sad to see her go, but on to bigger and better things. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please drop a like, subscribe. Catch you guys on the next one. And goodbye to the Super Duke. All right, guys, let's start the next video.